Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. We are expecting to see another day of potentially dangerous heat. A lot of us are under a heat advisory right now as the temperatures rise. John Ziegler has more on what you can expect.
It is going to be a very hot Labor Day. We've actually got some heat headlines here. Heat advisory in effect until 5 o'clock here on Tuesday night. So that means we have today and tomorrow to get through. Heat index values are going to get up to around 102, so not as hot as last week, but still very, very hot. 97 degrees today is where we're going to top out at in the afternoon. If we can touch 98, that is going to give us a record. Now, as we cool down, this is going to spark a chance for thunderstorms. So a front is going to come in. We do have a slight risk for thunderstorms and severe weather. A couple storms will develop out in St. Cloud and Wilmer, and then they'll become severe. Storms stay out in North Dakota tonight. That's really not going to impact us. First round of some of these leftover storms could become some morning rain. So as you go back to school, morning rain is going to be possible, but it's these second ones, these 5 to 8 o'clock thunderstorms that bring us that severe threat. You can see them at 8 o'clock. Storms are going to be ongoing. We could use the rain. Been a long time since we've had rain, so that's good news. 94 degrees here. We're going to cool down in a big way on Wednesday. Some models want to keep us in the 60s. Either way, it is going to feel refreshing.
Well, right now, Stillwater Prison remains locked down after inmates protested the hot conditions inside. That situation began yesterday morning when a group of men refused to go back into their cells. Family members of the inmates say they were protesting a lack of air conditioning and the chance to spend time out of their cells due to staff shortages.
They haven't been able to get showers when they're on lockdown, and this has been going on for 2 months, where they're having these constant lockdowns for staff shortages.
The protest lasted for about 7 hours but ended peacefully. However, the prison is still on lockdown. Just hours ago, the Hennepin County Medical Examiner identified the child who drowned in Lake Nokomis over the weekend. She is 11-year-old Jocelyn Sanchez Rosas of Minneapolis. When the child went under the water Saturday, fire crews joined people at the beach to form a human chain and comb the water, but it took a dive team to recover her body. A GoFundMe has been set up to help her family pay for a funeral. So far, it's raised more than $14,000. The family of a Minnesota North Stars defenseman, Brad Maxwell, says he died after a battle with lung cancer. Maxwell played in the NHL for 10 years, most of it here in Minnesota, becoming a beloved player. With 98 goals to his name, Maxwell retired in 1987. He then took on the role of Minnesota Hockey Alumni Director. Brad Maxwell was 66 years old. We're learning more about who is leading the new professional women's hockey team coming to the Twin Cities. Former Gopher star Natalie Darwitz will be the general manager of the team. Now, not only did Darwitz help lead the Gophers to the national championship, but then she went on to earn 3 Olympic medals as the U.S. team's captain. Now she's preparing for her next chapter.
I had to figure it out the tough way that there were no females in the NHL. And so this brought back the excitement, the dream of what it would be like for a little girl growing up right now.
So cool. The Twin Cities team has the first pick in the league's first ever draft. That kicks off 2 weeks from today. But we're still waiting to learn the team's name. Well, today's temperatures may not be prepping us for the fall, but farmers have us covered. This is a picture from the Seavers Festival grounds showing this year's corn maze with a robots theme. The Seavers Fall Festival is in its 27th year and the fun kicks off a week from Saturday. The heat did not stop people from enjoying the fair this weekend, but what about today's potentially record-breaking high? We're hearing from people on the grounds tonight at 5. Plus, in honor of Labor Day, brands are coming together to recognize people working in the trades. Tonight at 6, how Red Wing Shoes is making their appreciation obvious. We'll see you back here for another local news update in about 20 minutes.